Hello everybody and welcome to another Junk Journal with me video. This one is probably slightly shorter than usual because I only do I think 2 spreads in this video. I haven't had much time for creating lately, at least not creating that's just for me, you know, spending all my creative time on the shop and design team stuff and all that kind of thing, and limited time to spend on my own creative endeavors. So, but anyways, outside of that, this first little spread I am doing is they've got 3 photos there, and this is when I went up to Trimcraft HQ in Nottingham in July. And I think I've spoken about that. I did a video on it and stuff like that, but on the way back, I won't tell the full story because it gets quite long and complicated, but the short version is it was the hottest day of the year. I've got fibromyalgia and I started to go really funny and really unwell, and trains were delayed, trains were cancelled. It was really stressful. I thought I was going to collapse. Was going to get one train, then couldn't get the next train, then, you know, etc, etc. It was one of those things where you're just like, is this really happening to me? I can't cope. I just want to lie on the floor, leave me alone. And station staff got me onto first class on a very, very busy and packed train, and I sat there in first class, which was beautifully air conditioned with complimentary drinks, which I tried to refuse, but they gave them to me anyway. And I have never been in first class before. I am not from the kind of background that can afford first class travel, shall we say. I don't imagine I'll ever be on first class again, but it was an experience, and after such a stressful start to a journey, it was just wonderful. So I took like a bajillion photos of like me being in first class, like really. Anyways, so that's what I'm documenting. Sorry if I was blabbing on about it there. I've just put my photos down, put like a scrap of vintage book paper, some stickers, some washi. It's not a very detailed or involved spread here. I just wanted to get it down and documented. That tip in I just added there, that was from my hotel room at the Ibis, and it had this really funny like, you can come in, I'm out, and then you can like tick what you're doing when you're out. And on the other side, on the red side, it's like, don't come in, I am naked, I'm eating, I'm doing other things that one does in a hotel room, and it really, really made me giggle. Then, oh crikey, we're on the other spread already. Anyway, I did my journaling on an old luggage tag, popped that in the pocket that was already there, and that was that spread done. So for this one, this is a bit of a silly thing here. That is the packaging for a multi-pack of Fry's Peppermint Cream chocolate bars. Because I am secretly an 85-year-old man, Fry's Peppermint Cream is one of my absolute favourite chocolate bars. I just love them. And I noticed recently that the packaging is actually quite cool and like vintagey and stuff. And I was like, well, I've got to put that in my junk journal. So I've chopped off the sides. So it's kind of like a side belly band sort of pocket. I stuck it down with red line tape because I thought, you know, that plasticky packaging, I don't know if other adhesives are going to cope with that. So that's why I went for the red line tape. And also it started to come apart at the top, so I just used some washi to fix that together. And then inside, I'm going to do something that's not related to Fry's Peppermint Cream at all. I just happened to create that for the pocket. I went through my stash of papers and wanted to find something like sky or aeroplane related, because these little selection of pictures that I'm throwing in this spread are all from a Red Arrows display from earlier in the year. If you're in the UK, you will know who the Red Arrows are. If you're not, they are the aeroplane display team. I think the American equivalent is the Blue Angels, so if you're in the USA, that'll probably explain that. I don't know the names of other ones around the world, so sorry. But yeah, just, you know, they're planes, they fly, they do acrobatics in the air, and they have the coloured smoke, and it's awesome, and just everyone loves it. And they often come to my town because I'm a seaside town that's like on a cliff, so it's perfect for air shows. And yeah, we just go and enjoy. And I had a few photos that I just wanted to document, obviously using a sky themed background paper, just makes sense for that. And I stuck, what is it, 4 of the little photos down, and I've just added little scraps here and there of washi, kind of like they're being added to a pin board or a notice board. That was the kind of style I was going for. And then I wanted to just write red arrows, and I did not think I had any red alphas because I'm not really a red kind of girl when it comes to colour, even though my hair is red. But anyways, but I found some really, really ancient simple stories ones, so I used that just to write out red arrows. The other side of that paper had ice creams on though, which wasn't quite right, so I've gone through my Project Life and journaling card stash, the 4x6 ones. I found this that just had a little bit of red on it and just said best. I thought, oh, that'd be fine. And then lots of space for journaling. It was slightly smaller than the piece of cardstock, not cardstock, pattern card that I had cut, so I've just used that map washi to cover that up. This slim washi here, which is, oh look, it's actually red arrows. That hadn't occurred to me. I just went with red. I found this sticker in my stash of an old vintagey, old plane. Thought that would look really nice. There's nothing really complex going on in this video. It's just me trying to get photos down because I'm near to the end of this journal. I only have a few pages left. I need to move into my December-y, Christmassy, seasonal journal, and just wanted to get these like summery photos down. So I stamped the date. I've added more little bits of washi. I'm going around the edges here, simply doing, you know, like a rough line border, then addling, that's a word, adding my journaling just quickly about red arrows and how they're just, you know, they're always fun to watch and stuff, putting that in there. I have punched out with my tab punch just a scrap of paper so I can put a tab on the side, so like it's obvious there's something in that little pocket. I wrote on it like red arrows 2019, but because that packaging pocket thing I've made is actually quite loose, I just grabbed a paper clip so I could just keep it in there nice and securely. And it's an arrow paper clip. It's sadly not red, but still it's an arrow paper clip, so it's appropriate enough. This last page, I've been recording a lot of voiceovers today, you'll have to forgive me. Last page I'm doing is just making pretty things for the sake of it. I just wanted to add pretty stuff to this page, and it was such a beautiful page with the florals on. I didn't want to cover up too much of that. So that little vellum square thing there, that is from shop stock that goes in my junk journal kits and in my junk journals themselves. I ordered some of these patterned vellum things, or like little vellum cards, and just fell in love with them, and then ordered like a gajillion more. So kind of wanted to do a spread that featured that. That stamping I did in the background, the stamp was from a magazine. I really didn't like that stamping in the end. I definitely chose the wrong colour. I should have gone with like a grey or a black. So I do try and cover most of that up because, as I said, I just wasn't happy with it. Adding a Project Life card. I think it's a Maggie Holmes one from my stash, which says something like pages filled with memories and happiness, which, you know, kind of just sums up a creative or a junk journal. Adding floral stickers, pretty stickers, all either from my personal stash or from shop stash. These ones I'm putting down here I picked up at a swap table. They are so pretty. I'm in love with them. Then I'm going to add just a few little bits and pieces from this, I'm totally blanking, Jen Hadfield, that's the one, sticker book. There's one that says happy place, so like saying my journal is my happy place. That little grey one that just says hi, I thought that was cute. Adding some more of those flowers and a little butterfly, and I think that is it. So yeah, really, really, oh no, I'm going to add just a little scrap of pretty floral vellum because why not? Sometimes I regret when I keep every small little scrap of paper, but then sometimes I can use it in this way and I'm like, oh, I am very glad I kept that. Anyways, that is it for this junk journal video. As I said, a little bit shorter than usual, a little bit simpler than usual if you like, but I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, I will leave relevant links in the description box. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'm going. Thanks again. Bye bye.